Hi, welcome back to Crochet Creations and an update on what I'm working on. These are always going to be whips. When I get something finished, I'll make a big deal. And we'll, vlogging is what am I doing? What have I been working on? So this is a bag that I got from, Missy. All right, what is in here? What is in here? This is my August hat, and I'm using the wild print now to hold together. Yeah, these kind of donuts are very they cause issues, right? So I decided to start my hat. This is a Ross hat, and I decided to start it with the August yarn of the month, right? This is, I don't know if I told you. I think I did. I'm sure I did. It is a willow yarn, daily tweed, and it has got lots of wool in it. It's very, very woolly. And I did the brim without. Here's my brim without. And then I'm adding in the wild print. Now you can see I have enough added in to see that this was an awesome choice. I love the way the colors changed. And this skein is from Hobby. It's a mohair blend. And let's see, we've got several colorways that I got. This one happened to be the wild print. So acrylic, polyamide, and mohair. And they say this is a 1, I believe. I don't even know if it says a 1 on there. Anyway, it's very thin. And I'm holding it together. There you go. I'm holding it together. And I wanted to give you a close-up. Is it making it softer? Yes, it is. However, I think I would have went up a size on my knitting needles if I would have tried it before. It's not going to have a real ton of drape, but yeah, I don't think that like I said, I don't think I would have picked this size needles for this if I thought I was going to pair a mohair together with it, but it's already started, so I'm not going to pull it out now. If I would have changed needles at the beginning of the body, it would have probably been, but it's going to be great. It's going to be fine. Just mental note in the future, DK weight and then adding the mohair probably was what made it not be as fluffy as I would have liked. So I should probably go up a size needle next time. Alright, so that's how far I am in my August hat. This week has been crazy busy, and I have not been, I had a couple days where I didn't even do or work on anything. So I'm hoping I will have this hat done for August, but that's what we're doing. So I did pick up a couple other things, and I'm going to show you what they are, how far I am. So this is still in the same stage. I did that much on a sleeve. So this is your facets sweater that I am on that sleeve, and I think I was last week. I just did a couple rows. I did not spend as much time on this as I thought I was going to. There were 3 days this week that were completely taken up with orders from the shop and labeling and pricing and that kind of thing. So I didn't get any stitching time at all on those days. But I did start something new, and I know. The reason why whoops, that wasn't smart. The reason why I started this is because I ran into a bag of yarns that I had gotten from my local yarn shop. And I said, Chris, why aren't you not using the yarns? The beautiful yarns that you got, right? So Doug had caked a couple of these up, and this one was this soft bluish lavender color. Oh my goodness. So then I'm looking at it and I'm like, what is this? This is gorgeous. It's Juniper Moon, Harriet Great, and it is pure, extra fine, non-mules, I don't know what that means, baby alpaca. I don't know what mule said means. I'm sorry, but it's probably not dyed heavily or something. But yeah, 100% alpaca. And I'm like, this is so soft. This needs to be a cowl. It needs to be a cowl. So I had been looking at a couple magazines, and in one of the knit magazines that I had found at Joann's, I believe, before they closed, or Michael's, it could have been. No, I don't think it was. I think it was at Joann's, but this is a Quick and Easy magazine I found somewhere, and in here was this moss stitch cowl. Moss stitch cowl. This is perfect. It calls for the same bulky weight yarn as I have. I pulled out some Knit Picks tester needles that I had, and I'm testing them. They're very nice. They were in a 2-pack. You got a wooden or carbon set and a metal aluminum set. And so I started the cowl, and there is your moss stitch. I probably won't work on it a lot, but I was like, why am I not using this yarn? I want to use it. So that's the cowl. And you know, this is not something that is very hard to duplicate, you know. So what's a good size for a cowl? Well, you know, I've always said right around 90 stitches is a good size. A little bit bigger than your head, but not so big that it drapes really far down. It's just going to tuck into your winter coat and be right around your neck and stay there. So again, they agree, and they say to cast on 90 stitches. They say 91. But then when they join in the round, they join in the round a little differently than I do. So you keep your 91, cast or join in the round, and then just knit and purl, knit and purl, knit and purl, and continue to keep knitting and purling until you are as big as you want it, or if you run out of yarn, one or the other, and then bind off. So that's your pattern. Easy enough. I mean, yeah, putting it in a book makes it look like it's special made up pattern, but again, it isn't, because I've done moss stitch before, and all it is just deciding how big you want it and then knit and purl. So I just think it comes out looking so cool. And yeah, it is, you have to pay attention. So that is one of the projects that I worked on this week. And then I have to show you this. And I'm going to put this down in here again. I probably won't be taking that out that many times, because it's still a good, the cake is still intact, but once it starts to fall, then leave it in there, right? Alright, so what else did I work on this week? Alright, well, here's a bag from, that's funny, Advent bag from last year's Hobie. Alright. So I was talking about my blue menagerie sweater, and I was talking about pairing it up with one of the colorways from Miss C's Smile Mail, and this is the golden colorway, and this is Stylecraft, and I thought it would go along with the menagerie parrotfish just fine, which is this one, the Big Twist parrotfish colorway. And so right about the time that I had that idea, I said, oh my gosh, how far do I have left before I can add on the gold, right? So I went ahead Sunday night and finished the body with the color, and then I added on the gold on the bottom, and that is how it ended up looking, and I think it's pretty cool. I think adding on the gold brings out the gold in the parrotfish colorway perfectly. And while I was there, I had a button on here, if you recall. I had a butterfly button on here, and as soon as I saw that the gold and the blue butterfly didn't go well, I took it off. So now I'm going to have to figure out some gold buttons, right? Absolutely. It's going to need gold buttons. Well, I'll look. I will dig in to my stash, and I'll figure it out. So now it's time to cast on the sleeves of this one. Yeah, I am up to that far. I can't believe that. This has been a while. I've had 2 or 3 sweaters going on at the same time, and this one is one of the oldest ones. Let's see what the book says. The knit sweater in dark blue was cast on May 17th. That's okay. It's all right. The pink one was cast on May 10th, and I finished that whole entire set before the blue one. So, yeah, this one lingered in the bag a little bit longer. But now that I've decided to add the gold, I think it's more fun. I don't know. But I think that's what's going on. So right now I have 3 sweaters in various stages of knit ones, and then I have 1 in crochet. So what is the third knit one? well, you probably don't remember, but I do. It is the one paired with the Premier Basic and the Yarnable. Did not get any love this week. So we'll just real quick show you the one I'm talking about. And it is about halfway to the body, through the body. So we still have a little bit of time on here before we can go back to the teal and finish that body. But that's okay. All right, so I think that is all for this update and what I've been working on. Right? Vlog for August 23rd. Yeah. I'm going to get back to my sleeves, and I'm going to be on a definite sleeve train and work on my hat today too. So I will see you all in the next video. Take a moment out of each day. Be creative. And bye for now.